My Little Girl. Written by Cracked Inkwell. Chapter 7 of Clumsy Mothers and Crazy Unicorns. Derpy Hooves and her daughter were finally taking a vacation for the week in Canterlot for the summer. The mule mare from Ponyville has at last earned enough to take her daughter and herself to the capital to unwind. Whoa, careful, Mommy! Dinky lit up her horn to catch the cold treat from her mother's waffle cone. She had to, not because it almost fell off, but knowing her mother, she knew it was a little difficult to walk on 3 hooves while carrying something in 1 hoof. Derpy couldn't help it when her eyes were not exactly like other ponies. Being clumsy was in her nature. "Thanks, Muffin," Derpy said. They were heading back to their hotel, or at least the only hotel they could afford in an expensive city such as Canterlot. It wasn't one of those badly managed, run-down kind of hotels where the rooms for rent sacrificed cleanliness for affordability. It was one that were comfortable, but not necessarily luxurious. Dinky nuzzled her mother's shoulder. "Thanks for taking me here, Mommy. Canterlot is really pretty," despite knowing how much it costed them. Derpy agreed. "It really is. How's your chocolate peanut butter cone?" "I really love it. Hey!" Dinky was nearly shoved by a couple of royal guards galloping past her. "What's with them? That's gotta be the 3rd time we've seen them since we left." "I'm sure they're just doing guard stuff." Derpy walked a little bit until she realized that she didn't hear her daughter's footsteps. "Dinky?" She turned around to find her daughter had stopped a little while back, looking down an alleyway. "Dinky, come on! Get away from there, it's not safe!" "You hear that?" "Hear what?" "Come over here," she said. Derpy obeyed and went over to where her daughter was, hearing the sounds of someone crying. By the sound of it, it wasn't the cry of a full-grown pony, but someone much younger. There was a sense of concern and caution as Derpy walked into the alleyway with her daughter following close behind. The sound, as it turned out, came from behind a couple of garbage cans. Derpy and Dinky found a slender creature in pajamas that was crying its eyes out. "Are you an animal, vegetable, or mineral?" Derpy asked, which caused the creature to jump in surprise. It was so unexpected that the Pegasus's wings opened up in shock, causing her to fumble backwards into some cardboard boxes. Dinky went to her mother to find that her mother's ice cream cone upended on her head. "Sorry!" The creature apologized as Dinky looked back to find it standing on its hind legs. If Dinky didn't know better, she would say that by its long hair and the voice that the thing was a filly. She saw the expression on its face turn from regret to confusion when she saw and heard the unicorn's mother laughing. "It's okay," Derpy said as she got up. "I'm pretty used to things like this happening to me." She took a hold of a nearby newspaper to wipe the ice cream off her head. "Besides, I was almost done with my ice cream anyway." "Are you alright? What was your name?" Dinky said, taking a step closer to the creature. "Lauren." Dinky looked at her ice cream and offered it to Lauren. "You want some?" Lauren took a hold of the cone that was enveloped in a yellow light, only for it to disappear in her hand. "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" Derpy asked. "Just..." Lauren used her free arm to wipe away her tears. "It just got yelled at." "Why? What happened?" She sniffed before she could say, "I made someone really mad at me, all because I was with a friend, and we were going to get donuts real quick. But she came in and yelled at me, and now she hates me." "Oh, sweetie." Derpy opened up one of her wings to Lauren. "Come on, let's get out of here and back to our hotel." She and her daughter led her out of the dark alleyway and back onto the street. Our hotel isn't too far from here. Now in the light, Lauren got a better look at the gray blonde Pegasus. Why are your eyes like that? She asked. Huh? That one eye is up here, and the other? Oh, that. I was born like this. Really? I'm sorry. I'm fine. I can still see, only not as good as every pony else. But just because I have a disability doesn't mean that I can't be as good as every pony else. Yeah! Dinky piped up. Mommy is good at a lot of things, like delivering the mail, baking muffins, helping me with my homework and everything. Yeah, I may be different from other ponies, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. There are lots of things, good things, to come out of something weird. As weird as I am. Really? Lauren asked. So, it isn't weird that I may be a girl, but I like some of the stuff my brothers are into? Like my older brother's comics, or the shows that they watch like Transformers or G.I. Joe? Sure. Whatever that means. Here you are, Derpy said as they neared the entrance to their hotel. As they entered the lobby, Derpy added, "Oh, and don't worry. I'll make sure we get you back to your mother." What? The three of them stopped when Lauren asked this question. Your mother? That's who you ran away from, right? Derpy asked. But as fortune had it, as they were entering the lobby, a certain green unicorn with a golden lyre as her cutie mark came down the stairs to the lobby. The unicorn has to do a double, triple, quadruple take at what she was seeing. Her golden eyes widened as she took in at what she was standing in the middle of the lobby. She could hardly believe herself that what she was seeing was real. She went up to Lauren. Are you real? She asked in anticipation. Lauren looked at the unicorn who spoke. Yeah. And before she could say anything else, she was encased in a green ore being lifted off the ground. Hey! But the unicorn ignored her cries of protest as she bounced her way up the stairs, down a hallway to a particular door. Bonnie, open up! This proves it! I'm not crazy! Put me down! Lauren demanded. And that was Chapter 7 to My Little Girl, written by Cracked Inkwell. Alright, so things are getting rather interesting. Derpy and Dinky aren't disturbed at all at Lauren being a human in, a pony world. And now she's kind of been kidnapped by, Lyra. Didn't see that coming. This definitely is an interesting story, and it's just going to get more and more interesting as it goes on. I wonder what the rest of Equestria will do when the news of Lauren being in their world, gets around. It may not get too far, but it might. And hopefully, some of our favorite baddies don't have evil intentions for her. I am Lotus Moon, and I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, or night, or even an afternoon, wherever you are. Good night.